Hello students, in today's class we will discuss about agents for pollination. In the last class we have studied about what is pollination and what are the different types present in the pollination. Let me discuss about agents for pollination. You can correlate this agent for pollination with the mode of transportation what we are using in our daily life. So you can correlate this agents for pollination with the mode of transportation what we are using in our daily life. So whenever we move from one place to another place, we are using different mode of transportation like car, scooter, bus, train, etc. In the same way, so these pollen grains, whenever they will move from one flower to the another flower, they use different agents for this purpose. So altogether it is known as agent for pollination. So what are that agents involved in this pollination? Let me discuss. So in the agents for pollination, it is broadly classified into two different categories. So very first one it is abiotic agents and second one it is biotic agents. First one it is abiotic and second one it is biotic agents. Again in this abiotic agents we have two different types. So very first one it is anemophily and second one it is hydrophily. So first one it is anemophily, second one it is hydrophily. So in this biotic agents, so we have 5 different types. So what they are? So very first one it is entomophily, or second one it is ornithophily, third one it is chiropterophily, and fourth one it is malacophily, and fifth one it is myrmecophily. So 5 types present in the biotic agents. Okay, so let me discuss one by one. So very first one it is anemophily. So what is this anemophily? Whenever pollination takes place with the help of water, with the help of wind, so it is known as anemophily. So here pollination brought about through the agency of wind. So it is called anemophily. So here there is a involvement of what? Here there is a involvement of wind for the pollination. So this is known as what? Wind pollination. And here, so it is very common amongst abiotic agents. So wind, it is a common agent which involve in the pollination. Okay, so very common type of pollination. So that is wind pollination. Example for this, it is a grass, maize. Okay, so example for this it is a grass, maize. Again many plants are there. So here one or two examples, if it is there, then it is a grass and maize, very common example. So second one it is hydrophily. So here pollination which takes place with the help of water. So then it is known as hydrophily. Pollination which takes place with the help of water, it is known as hydrophily. So here, so in the pollination, so which is takes place with the help of water, so it is not common in all the angiosperms. It is not common in angiosperms. It is very rare. So in only some plants we can see this hydrophily, that is pollination which takes place with the help of water. And one more thing you have to remember here, all aquatic plants are not hydrophilous. That is, in all the aquatic plants, so we don't have this hydrophily. Okay, we don't have this hydrophily, that is pollination takes place with the help of water. Example which are not hydrophilous. Okay, so they are present in the water, but in that plant, so there is no process of hydrophilus. Okay, or hydrophily. So which are that plants? So that plants are water lily and water hyacinth. So here in these plants usually you can see the process of pollination with the help of insects. Understood? And here pollination which takes place with the help of water, so that is Vallisneria. Example for this, it is a Vallisneria. So Vallisneria is the example for the hydrophily. Next one it is biotic agents. So if you see the biotic agents, very first one it is entomophily. So pollination which takes place with the help of insects. So it is known as entomophily. So here, so there are different type of insects. So they are involved in the process of pollination. So that kind of pollination is known as entomophily. So it is known as what? Entomophily. So here, so the 80% pollinator occurs by insects and honeybees. Okay, the 80% pollination which takes place in the plants, it takes place with the help of what? Insects and honeybees. Okay, insects and honeybees. Understood? Okay, so here now all the flowers pollinated by bees are brightly colored, have a sweet smell and produce nectar. So usually, that is whenever there is an involvement of honeybees in the pollination, here what we can see in that flowers. So the flowers which are pollinated by the bees are usually brightly colored. Okay, they have bright color and they have produced lot of nectar. Understood? So this is about what? Entomophily. Example for this, it is a euphorbia. Euphorbia. So second one, it is ornithophily. So here ornithophily means pollination which takes place with the help of birds. Ornithophily means what? So pollination which takes place with the help of birds. So it is known as ornithophily. Okay, so here there is an involvement of different kind of birds for the process of what? Pollination. So that is known as ornithophily. Example for ornithophily, it is a wattle thrush. And third one, it is chiropterophily. Chiropterophily. So what is this chiropterophily? So here pollination takes place with the help of what? That is with the help of bats. Okay, so here pollination takes place with the help of bats. You know that bat, it is a mammal. So when pollination takes place with the help of bat, then it is known as chiropterophily. Then it is known as chiropterophily. So example for this, it is a Bauhinia. Example for this, it is a Bauhinia. Understood? So it is a third type of biotic agents. So next one, it is fourth one, malacophily. So whenever pollination takes place with the help of snails. Okay, you heard about snails. Okay, so here whenever pollination takes place with the help of snails, then it is known as what? Malacophily. Then it is known as what? Malacophily. Pollination takes place with the help of snails. Then it is known as malacophily. Example for this, it is a snake plant. Example for this, it is a snake plant. Understood? So last one, it is myrmecophily. Myrmecophily. So whenever pollination takes place with the help of ants, whenever pollination takes place with the help of ants, then it is known as myrmecophily. Then it is known as what? Myrmecophily. Example for this, that is Acacia cornigera. So example for this, it is a Acacia cornigera. Okay, so these are the different types of biotic agents which are involved in the process of pollination. So whenever pollination takes place with the biotic agents, what is the common character, or what are the common characters which are present in the flowers? So they are nothing but they are the flowers usually here involved. So all the flowers which are pollinated by the biotic agents, they are brightly colored. Okay, usually they are brightly colored and they have they have sweet smell and they produce lot of nectar. Okay, there is a presence of what? Pollen kit. So they can attract this different type of biotic agents. So that they can attract different biotic agents. Understood? So this is about what? Agents for pollination. So it is very easy to follow. Just remember all the different types of this agents for pollination, and remember only one example for each type of